Howdy folks, Scanner here. Normal person voice video today because we're just talking about normal person Trench Crusade things. So we had some reveals over the last couple of weeks around the Court of the Seven-Headed Serpent. The very first unit that we were introduced to was the Pit Locust, which was super cool. And today we have been granted basically some spinny video of the miniature, and it looks fantastic. It really does look super nice and clean. It was sculpted by Akshay, so thank you very much, Akshay, for your efforts here. It looks fantastic, and as you can see, it holds a tremendous amount of the character and detail of the concept art, whilst still being something that's paintable, that's not particularly fragile, that doesn't go way too far on tiny detail. You can see there's a lot of armor detail here, but I quite like armor detail when I'm painting because I'm like a dry brush and highlight kind of person. I think they look fantastic with the traditional metallic methods. So I think this is going to be a real joy to paint. Looking at it, I'm probably going to do something like very heavy metal overbrushing on the armor, and then probably go over that with probably the Vallejo version of the speed paints. I can't remember exactly what it is that they call theirs because I don't have it in front of me right now, but they have a beautiful black that I really like doing. It's my favorite black out of any of the speed paint, contrast paint, whatever you want to call them, kind of vibes. And then a dry brush over that again with something will be really nice, and I think will lead to a beautiful result. But we've got the crown there. The flames are done really well to kind of hold that crown in place and make it look like the crown is floating and enveloping the flames. The double mouth is perfect. I think that was the biggest area of risk, I feel, for the miniature. For the sculpt, it could have become an unreadable mess, but it actually looks very, very nice. The little paws are really good. The detail on the blades, on the, what do you want to call them, ankles? We'll call them ankles. They're nice and like thick, and they're not going to be real kind of wobbly and crappy and easily breakable. And yeah, everything about the miniature is just fantastic. I'm loving what I have seen of the finished miniatures for Trench Crusade. I'm sure that's not going to be a tremendous surprise to anybody. I'm really enjoying the results of what the design philosophy appears to be, which, according to Tuomas in conversation in the Discord, he did say that they're trying to steer clear of too much detail. Now, it's important to think about what people actually mean when you're talking about detail on a model. For me, it becomes very, very simple. I believe that modern miniature design is falling into the trap of every miniature needs to be paintable to a certain ridiculous standard, because that's what Instagram and not to like shit on myself as a influencer, but that's the push, right? Is everything needs to be unique and beautiful and standalone. And it actually doesn't. Like, these things are, for 99% of us, they are a part of a squad, they are a part of a skirmish battle group, or they are a part of an army. They are a small part of the overall thing that we need to paint, that we need to work on and develop and find time in our lives to do. So this kind of detail, I feel, is fantastic and perfect because it is not a variant in detail. Somebody who wants to can go absolutely ham, I think, here, and pick out all kind of individual parts of the armor with different metallics, or different techniques, or whatever it is that they want to do. And somebody who really doesn't want to do that can just go over it with a silver or a dark metallic color and give it a wash and call it done. And then you're going to have the middle grounders like me, who will kind of be somewhere in between of that. And it's very open and easy for all of us to paint and to make striking and interesting and good to our own standards. So I think the design philosophy is paying off quite a bit in the things that I've seen so far, especially the stuff I've seen recently, which is like Death Commando, and now this. I think they're landing right where they want to be. And also what's very interesting to me is, despite a big disparity of theme sometimes across the factions and a big disparity in the actual designers who are going about making these and sculpting these in their 3D programs that are incredibly complex and scary to me, because the root of everything is Mike. It's all coming from concept art done and drawn and developed by Mike Franchina. That means that the consistency of vision is there, and everything does feel, even though it's very, very different in style and theme and everything else, it does feel like they're coming from shared universe. So that's great. All in all, couldn't be happier. Let me know your thoughts. I've already made this video far longer than I planned it on being. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on the sculpt below, and are you super hyped? Because I'm assuming maybe we'll get to see the Hell Knight next in sculpt form. That would be fantastic. Hope you're all having a good day, folks. Bye.